This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. First down, Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
And the Panther first down.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Logan Ryan on
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
He was brought down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
To Curtis Samuel.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the arm, the run out of the play. He took the O, the option out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's a gain of a yard. And
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Found his target. It's Anderson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal will feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this for...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Samuel. Touchdown.
From 10 yards out. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The kick is good.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off the bootleg. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, here's Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 29-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley, 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Check 99. Check 99. Watch the
Oh, they'll let the tight end Ingram run with it. And running with power here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. He was 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 5 from the 8. They run, Devontae Freeman. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run with Barkley. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Ties the game at 7. Graham Gano.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona-Dallas Monday night, that feels like an old-school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay-Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland-Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
To Curtis Samuel.
Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Panthers 14, Giants 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we got a second here, Charles. Let's play believer, non-believer. I'll give you a couple teams off to surprising starts. You tell me if you believe that they will continue that way. And let's start with the Browns at 4-1.
Non-believer last year, believer to start this season, believer even after they got whacked in the opener by Baltimore. I think they'll contend for a playoff spot.
Okay, the Bears, same record, 4-1.
I still want to see more out of this team, but I like how their defense plays. Still need consistency on offense.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Mike 52, Mike 52. All day, just like that, just like that.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll make it third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Catch made by Slayton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check. Tight go. Check. Lucky.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
On the tackle.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 49-yard line.
Watch twins.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Jones now off the bootleg. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll run with Barkley. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Jones.
He'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Here's Freeman. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Barkley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Bridgewater now from the 50. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Down Panthers.
Here's Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A 1st down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
At the 44-yard line.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Jones. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Jones.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
At the 49-yard line.
Jones on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
Covered by Dante Jackson.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Here we go. No, check that. We're on line 52 right here.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still...
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Carry for Carolina.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Complete to Robbie Anderson. It's a gain of 20. And the Panther first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 36. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's going to look deep for more. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Sly.
This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
52 by 52. Trap 60. By 52 by 52.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on fourth down. From the gun, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. The Giants go on fourth, but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.